Hey, everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge podcast, episode number 179. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the SkyLounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out at the SkyLounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Without further ado, let's get shit started with episode number 179, Schrödinger Sportsball. It's alive, but dead. Still. And yes, kids, I sat here at 5 a.m. on Sunday telling you that I'm going to bring you Trump talk today. Well, I'm not. Kids, I can totally blame the ADHD nature of my brain as to why I didn't want to fucking talk about Trump today. But the reality is, with the 36-hour cushion between episode number 178 and 179, which is today's episode, I didn't do a lick of researching, a lick of reading, nor writing, for that matter. So I want to push it back. And furthermore, I'm not only pushing the topic back, I'm actually stretching it out for another 3 days. All right. So episode number 180, 181, 182, we're going to discuss President Trump and the nature of the world right now and how I perceive a lot of things. Because again, kids, my opinion. Right, all of the shit, my opinion, based on what I read, what I research, what I experience, yada 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 yada. Disclaimer. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, because this lazy cunt, and I mean it when I say lazy cunt, can get distracted within a 36-hour period. All right, he can get, I don't know, smoke the fuck out, eat a shit ton of food, and then just completely divert his attention to video games for hours at a time. I mean, that could stretch from 8 to 14 hours, depending on the game. So that's something I got to fix within the next foreseeable 24 hours, I would say. So something to keep in mind. The Trump talk is going to be the next 3 episodes in 180, 181, and 182. But this episode, we're going to talk mostly sports ball. Yet, because I, talked up the Trump talk so much on episode number 178, I actually do want to talk about Trump a little bit. And it's not a whole lot of Trump talk here, but it has to do with Trump because of the actions taken by, I don't want to say handful of morons, but of course, if I say that shit now, of course, I'm the racist. I'm the fucking racist, right? I laid out all the fucking facts. I laid out all the goddamn data, evidence, history, but I'm the racist, of course. Kneeling during the national anthem. Kneeling. I am of the stance that kneeling during the national anthem is absolute bullshit. Colin Kaepernick's argument for what was happening may have been justified in terms of the humanity aspect, where a unnecessary use of force perhaps, killed a young man from police brutality. But when you actually hear the arguments made by Kaepernick and what he was actually talking about when he was kneeling and shit, you just start wondering, like, wow, this uneducated asshole gets to have a platform because he's black and he's an athlete and he did something controversial, despite the fact that in terms of the sport he plays, he's mediocre as shit. Yeah, guess what, kids? Sports is actually about sports, not about fucking politics. Do you understand that shit? Huh? When you talk football, okay, you should be talking about the fucking athleticism. Not, oh, he supports Trump or he supports the Democrats. Like, who gives a shit? It's fucking sports. Stop ruining sports, you assholes. And this is exactly why I get so irritated with the NFL, where the product is just amazing, right? These physical fucking specimen and football players just giving it their all. And then you just have fucking Roger Goodell and the circus act that is known as the entirety of the NFL just doing fucking, I don't know, spins around themselves to bite their own fucking tail. Roger Goodell coming out saying, a team in the NFL should sign Colin Kaepernick. Dude, weren't you the fucking one that blacklisted the guy because he wasn't going to make you any money? This dude was like the literal fucking black hole of the NFL for a while, okay? Anywhere he went, it was a media circus, and predominantly the fans did not care, nor really want to pay up money for this shit. But now the NFL just all in on the clown shit. They are, because the players are enacting on mob mentality. So what do you think is going to happen? Nothing rational, of course. Nothing rational happens. But you have cats like me, who kind of just look at cats who kneel during the national anthem and call them stupid. Rightfully so. But when you're the president of the United States and you call that shit out, you get called, every goddamn word under the sun you can imagine.
Oh, Trump is a racist, Nazi, bigot, homophobic, sexist.
Okay. The president can't have his own opinion? Oh, all right, then. Like, just because he disagrees with you, he's automatically racist? Okay, then. So tell me why the U.S. Soccer Federation went ahead and repealed their ban on kneeling, and when Trump calls them out for the pussy nature of the U.S. Soccer Federation, he gets fucking ostracized for that shit. I don't get it. I don't. The U.S. Soccer Federation's got more bullshit to worry about than kneeling. All right. Do you want to start for the men's side? Okay, let's start for the men's side. How do you pump up that much fucking money into a fucking program and not even reach the goddamn World Cup the last time in 2018? Oh, and better than that, in 2014, with all the fucking coaching, with all the money invested into the fucking program, how do you fucking choke in the round of 16 against Belgium? And Belgium, historically known in the last 20 years to be just a fucking choke job too in every goddamn World Cup. How do you do that? Because you don't fucking prioritize your shit. All right. Now you're prioritizing on fucking kneeling when this goddamn soccer federation is a fucking laughingstock in terms of international in the international stage. Oh, let's talk about the women. Okay, let's talk about the women. Do you understand the competition for the women are just fucking woefully, hilariously bad? Okay? The only fucking real good teams in the women's fucking soccer world right now, aside from the USA, Japan, Germany, and England. Maybe France on a good day, but even France, when you watch them in 2019, they didn't look all that great. So you're telling me, oh, you should appreciate the competition. Dude, I appreciate the competition in terms of the athleticism, in terms of what you see on the field. It's the ultimate meritocracy. But when you involve fucking politics into something that should be purely a meritocracy, you get a lot of fucking bullshit and hypocrisy, man. All right? And so Trump calling out the kneeling for what it is, a fucking PR garbage move by these institutions that only want more fucking money from you, I don't understand why he gets called out for that shit. I don't. Oh, racist shit. Shut up! I am so goddamn sick of hearing that word. Racist. Yeah, if someone doesn't fucking agree with you and lays out some fucking coherent points, you're going to just automatically call them racist? Have fun with that shit, kid. Have fun with that shit. Holy fuck. This is why I gotta smoke, kids. I do. Because all you goddamn asshats have to get in a fucking group and talk about, oh, everybody is against us. Science be damned. That's why I don't have faith in a lot of people. I don't, man. I say my piece and I just try to avoid people as much as I can. Because dumbassery follows with people. Especially en masse. I mean, in big numbers. It's a given. It's a given. And speaking of that, I mean, you could just fucking talk to the Texans and the Cowboys. A lot of their players just fucking tested positive for COVID-19, including Ezekiel Elliott. Oh! The Dallas Ewok got COVID-19. Son of a bitch. Dak's probably looking at that shit like, dude, what the fuck? That motherfucker going out getting fucking COVID-19. I'm staying home. My fucking brother died, and motherfucker can't even give me a goddamn contract. Fuck you, Jerry Jones. Dude, Dak deserves better. All right, Dak fucking deserves a better goddamn team than Cowboys. Sorry, Cowboys fans. I don't agree with the fact that Dak is getting strung up like a fucking scapegoat. Like the media, like the sports media is blasting this kid, and I get it, man. Like the fucking price point that he wants is ridiculous. But the argument that he wants a fucking guaranteed contract and a long-term contract at that, it's a totally valid fucking argument. He's given his all. He's done more than Tony fucking Romo for sure. God damn it. This is what happens when you run your team with ego. When you base it, the team on ego, it's only going to collapse. And I'll tell you what, you're going to call me a fucking 49ers hater for this shit, but I don't think Kyle Shanahan getting a 6-year contract is a good move. I really don't think it is. The money going to that head coach for that long could be spent potentially on other aspects of the organization. Now, obviously, it doesn't completely tie into the players' cap, although technically it could, right? I'm not really sure about the finances there, but just let's assume, right? But imagine the fucking ego behind Kyle Shanahan. The ego behind Kyle Shanahan, and historically what Kyle Shanahan has done with his team, with his offense, with his squad. Choker. Oh, the fucking Seahawks lost at the goal line. Yeah, dude, we do that all the fucking time. All right? If you're going to start pointing out everyone else's weakness, look at your own fucking flaws, bitch. All right? And yeah, listen. There are actually cool 49ers fans. Okay? I know that. I'm not a fucking moron. I've actually met some 49ers fans with poignant points all throughout. I'm like, dude, we didn't expect shit from last season. And look where we ended up. The fucking Super Bowl. And I kind of look at them and say, yeah, probably. No one really expected it, but I mean, everything just kind of gelled together for them at the right time. But will that happen within the next 6-year span to possibly get to another Super Bowl, possibly win it? I don't know. But tying that much time and money to a head coach who has been proven to be a fucking perennial choker and perhaps an egomaniac when it comes to those decisions, I don't think it's a great idea. Maybe a 2-3-year contract would have been nice. But again, I don't sign the goddamn money. I just observe and let you guys know what I think. And sometimes when you're just an observer and someone who just lightly says his opinions, you get slammed for it. I mean, I get this shit all the time now, and I don't really care at this point because I know who my allies are. I know who my brothers and sisters are, and most and all of you that are listening, I don't really care about your opinion. I don't. And one man within the sports media that I don't really agree with all the time, but someone have a lot of respect for because of just his straightforwardness is Jason Whitlock. So Jason Whitlock went ahead and left Fox Sports 1, the broadcasting company, where he was part of the show called Speak for Yourself. Now, the problem with Speak for Yourself, and I'll let you know this right now, Speak for Yourself reaches for just perpetual quote-unquote wokeness, and I say quote because it's just fucking fake pandering, just trend following bullshit with Marcellus Wiley, who is an absolute fucking joke of a sports analyst and sports media commentator or any of the sports media involved bullshit. He is a fucking joke. But Jason Whitlock, who is known for his very aggressive opinions, left or got fired or whatever the fucking murky details on that was. But he went ahead and joined Outkick the Coverage with another sports media personality in Clay Travis. Clay Travis is somebody that I absolutely respect. Someone who I would say was one of the, I guess, breadcrumbs into this, potential rabbit hole of the red pill that I am now just going down every goddamn day. But, those two lining up together, I think it's going to be an absolutely great time. Obviously, you're going to have a lot of left-wing, Bolshevik LARPers, Marxists, liberals, in the loosest sense of the words, and blinded Democrats just fucking attacking these dudes. But at the same time, I'm going to be the one, listening on the sideline, seeing what they're doing and hoping for the best, man. I mean, congrats to Jason Whitlock. and Clay Travis. That should be fucking great stuff, man. God damn, I can respect the fuck out of that one. Like, if you go against the norm, generally speaking, and even if you're wrong, I can respect it. I can. Like, if you hold your conviction, if you provide truth in what you're saying, right, and you have that confidence, what am I going to do? Demoralize you with stupid words like racist? Because apparently that's what Twitter thinks they could do with everything and everyone, which is absolutely pathetic. It's pathetic. Like, you go on Twitter nowadays and see any of the trending tabs, you realize how much fucking normies and sheeps there are. It's fucking sad. Like, anytime on Sunday you have the new fucking airing of an HBO show, everyone just goes absolutely bananas. It's just racism all over. Everyone that's not black is terrible. Oh, fuck. Isn't that called black supremacy, dude? Fuck. Like, oh, blacks can't be racist? Okay, dude. All right, shit. And if I say shit like this, I'm the fucking asshole, right? I'm the goddamn, I'm the racist piece of shit. What a time to be alive. What a fucking time to be alive. Holy Christ. With humanity, I always expect nothing, but I'm left disappointed. Okay? It's like that fucking quote from Malcolm in the Middle, right? Where Dewey just gets fucked over a birthday surprise thing. I don't actually recall the episode, but the meme is obviously I expected nothing, and I'm still disappointed. And that's what I feel about Arsenal Football Club. Humanity and Arsenal Football Club just kind of go in tandem like this, okay? My expectation for both those things always plummets down. Always downward trajectory. Why is that, Sung? Why do you not have faith in humanity nor Arsenal? Because, like I said, every fucking time I expect something from them, they always disappoint. Always. Always. It's like a guarantee. As I don't know, as much as the fucking sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Okay. Really morbid way to look at your sports team, dude. Do you know Arsenal Football Club? Do you understand what kind of fucking soccer/football team this is? This is a club where they will have a star player. They squeeze every ounce of fucking goodwill and talent from them within a 3-4 year stretch. And then when that star player realizes that, this isn't the fucking right platform for my career to take off, because the organization as a whole has very, 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 very low expectations for themselves. So why would the player expect anything better? Right? So the question now becomes, will Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang stay? My answer right now is no. No. I've said this for months now. Like, Aubameyang's going to leave, and he might be the domino that just collapses this massive exodus in Arsenal Football Club. And yeah, I started asking myself, with the Premier League coming back in 2 days with Arsenal facing Manchester City, what the fuck is the point of this goddamn season? Why couldn't you just fucking give the goddamn cup to Liverpool and just get the shit over with? I'm so goddamn tired of Arsenal at this point, man. But I'm also a sports monogamist. I really am. I really do believe in sports monogamy. I really do believe if you have a team, if you pick a team within one discipline of sport, that's your team forever. Right? I mentioned this before. My Lakers, my Dodgers, my Seahawks, my Arsenal Football Club, my Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, I'm stuck with them for better or worse. And, it could always be the victimization talk with all my sports ball teams too. But when you realize the honest truth about a lot of your teams, it's something that you just kind of embrace, right? I mean, Arsenal specifically, man. I mean, they are just a perennial disappointment. They are. They are. I mean, there's really nothing new about that. There's really nothing like new about that shit. All right? When was the last glorious time Arsenal really had? 2005? Huh? The 04-05 season? Or was it the 05-06 season when we won the fucking FA Cup against Manchester United in a penalty? That might have been 05. But that era of Arsenal is over. It's done. We're not even good anymore. Such a fucking downer, dude. You know why I'm such a fucking downer, man? The world is fucking shitting itself. It's got dysentery, and it's just farting itself all over. Remember that fucking episode on South Park where Mr. Garrison, not Mr. Garrison, I apologize, Mr. Mackey gets a shit ton of fucking laxatives in his stomach, and then by the end of the episode, because of Cartman's prank, Mr. Mackey is just shitting all over the fucking hall. Go look that up if you haven't seen it on YouTube. Mr. Mackey laxative. But, man, the world is just filled with dysentery right now, man. It is. I mean, the sports ball world isn't an exception. I apologize for stumbling on that word there. The word "and" is very hard, okay? God damn it. I was born in Korea, okay? This English stuff is hard. And apparently what else is hard is trying to figure out a goddamn MLB season. All right? Major League Baseball. What did I say a couple days ago, kids? I fucking said flat out, yeah, they might not just fucking have a season. They might just fold it. Because fucking Major League Baseball's done this before, where they just said, fuck the season. Let's save face, save some money, and just nix the goddamn season out. Like, they've done that before. Historically, they've done that before. So is it any surprise Rob Manfred comes out today, on Monday, and says, there could potentially not be a fucking season. Shrug. Ladies and gentlemen, a bitter reminder right now that Rob Manfred is still a commissioner of a professional sports league in the United States of America. Somehow that's the thing. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Yet here we are, sitting here in 2020, going through a pandemic, going through a potential stupid faux race war, going through a cancel culture bullshit led by fucking Bolshevik Marxists, okay? And you also have Rob Manfred, commissioner of a professional sports organization in the United States of America. Holy fuck. How do these owners fucking sleep at night knowing they're pieces of shit? Oh, well, they know they're pieces of shit. So they just fucking sleep at night. So, if I don't have my $2 billion, I'm gonna die. Fuck you, you old fuck. Eh? You know, America's pastime has now become America's fucking relic. I like baseball, dude. All right? I don't know how many times I gotta tell you people. I like all sports, generally speaking. I do. Baseball is one of those sports that I can shit on all day, but at the same time, I could watch all day. 9 innings of just solid talents all around. Beer, weed, nice solid weather. It's just a good time, man. But baseball was run by Rob Manfred, dipshit extraordinaire, and his pimps with an S, can't reach a fucking compromise. And yeah, I'm not going to fucking sit here and assume the MLBPA is innocent in all this shit. They're not. They're not. Okay? Every one of you are at fault. None of you motherfuckers could reach a goddamn compromise. You're grown-ass men who have been in this fucking job and realm for years. I mean, some of you for fucking decades. Yet, despite all of that shit, you can't figure out a fucking start date, nor a fucking amount of game that you want to play for the season to actually get shit rolling. You haven't even fucking started anything. What, you at the fucking spring training where you fucking peacock the goddamn asterisk around all goddamn day? Might as well call yourself Major League Baseball. We love the asterisks. Fuck Major League Baseball, dude. Seriously, I hope you guys cancel this season. I hope you see that fucking season ticket number just plummeting. And yeah, as a Dodgers fan, I know exactly what that might mean if they cancel the season. No Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts go bye-bye. Yeah, I've already accepted that. I've already accepted that when he got traded here. To the Dodgers specifically. I thought, oh, wow. He wants a lot of money. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that with the luxury tax. Mookie probably, looking to get the most he can in terms of money. And I can't blame him. How the hell are you going to blame Mookie Betts on that shit? But the fucking MLB, man. The goddamn Major League Baseball just gets me all irritated. It always gets me fucking irritated. Hence the smoking, kids. Hence the goddamn smoking. And for that, I had to work out. I don't look like a product of physical exercise. I look more of a product of 2 fucking slices of pizza, a 3x3 animal style fries, 3x3 at In-N-Out with animal style fries, and a thick ass milkshake alongside a bottle of Nutella. That's what the fuck I look like. But, in a time where going to the gym seems a bit questionable at times because of the savage humans that just exist in our world, I like to work out in the garage. The masochistic garage workouts that I have absolutely fallen in love with. All right. You have to realize my mindset when I do these workouts. Okay. When it hits 100 some degrees in Las Vegas, I'm already calculating what's the best time to get inside the garage and work out. By the time the sun goes down, the heat has already been circulating all throughout the garage where I could just fucking stand there for a second. I'm already sweating. So when I get a general feel of that, I say, all right, cool. Let's play some, riling up music and get in there. And usually I put up, any number of songs. I mean, the song that I put up today was, the second opening song of Gundam Wing and the first song of Gundam Wing, Just Communication. 2 songs which, if you don't know what they are, look it up. Gundam Wing opening 1 and opening 2. Just make sure they got the beeps. Okay, if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, just make sure you got the beeps. Okay, trust me on that. But once I get the right song rolling, I'm in the garage. I start putting on the 50 pounds of body weight. 10 on... Fuck. I did the fucking math yesterday. I completely forget again. 20 on the legs. 10 and 10 each. 10 on the arms. 5 and 5 each. And 20 on the chest. So you get 50 there. Wearing all that. Put my sweater on. Put my lifting belt. Elevation mask. Beanie. And then the workout begins. I mean, putting on all the equipment is already a huge fucking sweat out as it is, but the workout itself, as grueling as it is, I find it absolutely enjoyable. And I'm willing to share this with you kids today. I'm totally willing to share it today because I feel pretty confident that if you want to do this, fucking try it out, man. It's fun. In a way, it's really fun. But I start with a 10-minute cardio session with full gear, and then you follow that up with plank positions as much as possible. And when I say as much as possible, it's generally 1 set and trying to just do as much as you can. Still in full gear for that plank position. And then something called a basketball cycle in full gear. And all that is me bouncing around a not totally inflated basketball. Do some overhead tricep presses, technically, with the basketball. Then line myself up and go ahead and balance the ball out one hand to the other. Then once you get the ball up to your head, lean down to squat position, do a little bit of fucking twists, back and, left and right. And then with the ball in hand, 10 reps of rows as best as you can hold your position, then a similar motion of a close grip pull down with the basketball. And that's what you call the basketball cycle. Actually, to end that off, you then maintain low squat position and just bounce the ball as much as you can on each arms, each hands, 10 reps each preferably. And that's your component for the full gear, right? Where you have everything on. Then I take a quick water break and switch to C/HL, which essentially means chest weight. You still got all the fucking clothes and gears. God damn it, there's a fucking fly. You still all got all the clothes and gears. Got distracted by a fly in the room, kids, but let me just continue with this shit. You got the arm weights off, but elevation mask, beanie, hoodie, lifting belt, chest weight, heavy leg weight, all still there. And then you kind of superset a 4-set by 10 rep workout regimen, I guess, exercise, right? You start with the lateral raise with small dumbbells that I got at home, 5 pounds each. Then the dumbbells with bent rows, which is about 15 pounds each. And then your lunges with no weights, technically. But you still got body weight, so you're doing that with weights. So once you superset that, that's another water break where, kids, I understand that if you don't understand anything that I'm saying, this is completely going over your heads. But I'm actually just going through this workout routine that I do once every 2 days. And I'm trying to find a more consistent pattern to do this. And I'm trying to just experiment what's the best way moving forward. But the next session after the water is just the hoodie, the beanie, the elevation mask, and light weights attached to your legs. So you have 10 pounds on the body weights. And everything that you do from this point is as much as possible. So you do some knee kicks, running high kicks, push-ups, and then similar basketball cycle. Then once you take the fucking weight off, right? Every weight is off. You're still wearing the hoodie, elevation mask, and beanie, and follow that up with a superset of jump squats, jumping jacks, plank position, mountain climbers, and optional, you could take the sweater off, take the fucking elevation mask off, take the beanie off, and just do it with just your bare clothes. Same thing, one time, and stretch out, call it a day. Yeah, that's my workout routine. And again, I try to mix it up as much as I can, especially with the limited equipment that I have at home. But something tells me I'm going to have to go to the gym soon. I am. As much as I want to avoid people for their stupidity, I do have to go to the gym to get to that next level that I want to. But, God damn it, kids. God damn it. Another episode where we just follow tangent to tangent. That's how it should be, in a way. But I'll tell you what, man. Ultimately, it's only goddamn Monday. And June feels like forever. Fuck. But listen, next episode. All right, next episode, which is tomorrow, mañana, 180. Clench your assholes tights, kids. Clench your assholes tights. Jesus. With all the ethith. Sound like Mike Tyson up in here. It's going to be mad. Clench your assholes real tight. I'll for real talk about Trump tomorrow. Okay? And what's going on with the world. Yep. Another one. All right, motherfuckers. So I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out at the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And until next time, kids, I'm going to sign off with a bit of a smoke screen here, quite literally. That's quite delicious. And I know you can't see it in the audio form, but the smoke is getting in my brain. All right, fuck off. So fucking dumb.